Welcome to the Afterspin, opinions from thought leaders in our state. I want to ask Chris Fitzsimon and John Hood. MDC, formerly known as the Manpower Development Corporation, recently released a report saying 60% of our citizens are barely making ends meet, and that if you're born into the lowest income level in our state, it's very unlikely you'll be able to earn your way into the middle class. No wonder there's so much discontent and unrest. If we're to change this direction and improve upward mobility among our people, what do we need to do? John?
Well, it's a complicated topic. Everybody agrees there's a mobility challenge, there's a problem, but how to solve it is the more difficult issue. I think there are three big elements that need attention. One of them is family structure. You can look at the same data MDC was pulling from, and you will see that it is a strong predictor of income growth and so forth, looking at family, how children are growing up in single-parent families at such high rates. The second thing is job creation. We just don't have as many companies created. If you go back and look at the 70s and 80s, we had a larger number of companies, new companies being started. New companies account for a disproportionate share of employment opportunities, and as you add new companies, you create more competition for labor, and that bids wages up. The third thing is, on the supply side of labor, we simply need better skills and training and education for our students. If they don't have more value added when they're doing their work, they're not going to be paid more money. Now, we can pass laws that say their work is arbitrarily worth $10 an hour or $20 an hour or whatever. That doesn't make it worth that much. The way we really increase long-term gains for most people is to increase their productivity, their human capital, and that comes from education, training, and retraining.
Chris, what's your reaction?
Well, I agree with a little part of that. I certainly think we need to do a better job in our low-wealth school systems and with supportive services. I think it's great to have a intact family structure, but we're never going to be able to fix that with legislation, so we have to support the families that are there and do a better job supporting them. But I also think we have to come to realization that there are not going to be enough high-paying jobs for all the people that we claim more education will give them high-paying jobs, and we have to figure out a way, whether it's through support services, whether it's through higher wages, to actually give people at least a living,
So we can't expand the net?
Well, we can expand the net, but everybody in North Carolina is not going to, there are not enough jobs now that pay enough that all these people are going to be mobile. I mean, at some point, we're going to have to compensate people for the work that they do and/or give them more support for their family so they can have at least a basic level, a decent standard of living, and not let everybody keep falling behind.
All right. Well, thank you for watching the Afterspin. We'll have more video all during the week on ncspin.com.